Major Tom here.
And I'm Warbrain.
Feels like we haven't done a review in a long time.
Yeah, it's been a little bit.
Alright, we're doing Assassin's Creed Revelations, the sequel to Brotherhood, which I think this will be the 4th real installment of the games. They have a bunch of like cell phone games and crap now.
Yeah.
But you continue on the story as Ezio. It's like a direct sequel. And the main story of the game is Altair left like this tomb of like knowledge and power, and of course the Templars want to get in it, of course, you know. And then the temple needs like these 5 keys, and they're spread around the new city that you're in. And the main like plots of the game are leading you to collecting these keys. Now, one of the cooler things in this game is every time you collect a key, you end up getting a flashback in time, and you get to play back as Altair in a mission, and you find out a little bit more about, you know, what happened to him. And, you know, you haven't heard from him in like forever, it seems like. So that was one of the more cooler things in the game this time around.
So, are you going from Ezio to Altair, or do you go back to Desmond to go to Altair?
No, there's like, they like basically completely cut out Desmond. What happened is Desmond's mind is basically becoming stuck in Animus now because he's been using it so much. So his mind is basically becoming trapped 100% in it. So he's eventually going to be permanently, you know how a little bit you would see like flashing, you know, from using it, but now you're like almost getting completely trapped in it. They have this Animus Island that you could go to where you walk around as Desmond, and if you there's some collectibles, and every time you get a certain amount of collectibles, you could go to the island and do like this sequence where you play as him, and it shows a little bit. It's kind of weird, like I did a couple of them, and it's like really weird what you do. Like it's like because you're Desmond, but he's kind of having flashbacks of himself. But since you're in the Animus, it's all weird looking and everything. It's pretty bizarre, you know. And you know, let's talk about a little bit about the fighting's around all the same, but they gave you this new hook hidden blade now, because when your hidden blade breaks, and that's like the new rave that everyone's using. And basically the only thing you could use it for, you could climb a little bit faster because you could like hook stuff and climb up, and you could jump and like extend it so you could get across a little bit further of leaps, you know. And then of course,
yeah, but how much does it extend?
Not that much. And of course they had to add zip lines now, so you could there's like random zip lines for no reason. And you could of course assassinate people off the zip line and stuff. One of the things I like, Ezio, you could see he's like totally aging and he looks super old, but like all his movements and like speed and everything is still exactly the same. It's just funny because like the people you're talking to, they're all basically talking to you like you're this old timer guy now, you know what I mean? It's pretty funny.
But you're still running around, jumping off of buildings and stuff.
Leaping into hay barrels from giant buildings. So what else? Yeah, as you guys said, you're collecting these keys, and you meet all the new characters in the city. You know, you're in a new city, so all the previous characters like Michelangelo and stuff are not in this game. And like I said, the fighting the same. The graphics are about the same as Brotherhood. They brought back all the things they added from Brotherhood into this game. One of the also new things they added in Brotherhood, to take over a region, a territory, you had to go into that territory, find the Templar captain, kill him, and you would climb the tower and blow it up. You do the same thing now, but Templars can also take back the towers now randomly. Randomly your tower will get attacked, so you have to go back to it, kill everyone around the tower so you're not being seen, go into it, and it leads to this tower defense minigame. And if you win, you get your tower back. If not, they lock down the region again and you got to take it back over again, which is a pain in the ass.
So it's kind of like similar to how in Saints Row when you take over an area of the city,
and the gangs could come back.
And the gangs come back. And
exactly. And the tower defense game is pretty cool. You just sit on the rooftop and you could call in certain types of troops on the other rooftops, and you could build like barricades on the ground, and they set a certain amount. It's randomly like what kind of guys they send, and they usually send like a big like crashing thing at the end that shoots like cannons and crap. And then if you don't stop them, you obviously lose. I think I lost one because I wasn't paying attention, and then they came with this giant cannon thing and blew me up in like 3 shots. And then, and it sucks because when the region's locked, you can't go to any of the stores or anything in that area, and it's a huge pain in the ass.
Yeah. Okay, so is the multiplayer the same as in Brotherhood?
Yeah, I mean they added obviously more like characters and maps and a lot of unlockables and more, you know, leveling up, and you get new perks and stuff like that. But it's like it's very simple because obviously you can't make this like a shooter out. You don't want everyone to just run around with a crossbow or something. It would be stupid.
Yeah.
So they came up with like, if you haven't seen the multiplayer before, basically it's set up like you're going after a person and they give you a hit and you get a picture of them, but there's also a different number of people that look the same, and you're trying to find out the real one to kill them. And you could do teams, or you could also go after artifacts instead of people, you know. So I played a little bit. I don't know, it was alright. Nothing I would like play for hours and hours and want to go back to, you know what I mean? But one of the cool things is, I know you could unlock some stuff for single player from doing some multiplayer stuff, and you could also unlock some multiplayer stuff from doing some single player stuff. So that's kind of cool.
So in multiplayer, you can unlock stuff for single player?
Yeah, I know for one, you can unlock some missions, like if you play on every map, and then you could unlock this other area. You could like do little mini missions and stuff like that. And I know you could also find like certain collectible things in the single player that you could use as like some of your like how you edit your soldier, like the pictures and stuff. You can find some of those in the single player. So
that's kind of weird that usually, I mean, you'll get like Halo and stuff will have some stuff that goes from single player to multiplayer, but you usually don't get the other way around.
No, yeah, that's
kind of weird.
Yeah, because I found this random collectible thing. It's like, you have unlocked this from multiplayer. I'm like, really? And I didn't even know what the hell it was, you know, because I haven't played the multiplayer yet. Alright, that didn't really add, like, you know, you got the same factions and everything still, you know, and a lot of the missions are, you know, you really can't add any new kinds of missions, you know. They're all like, go get this or go assassinate this person. So, you know, it's the same. Yeah, the city, you know, you're in a new city, but it still feels and looks the same. And it's like they're adding a little bit more for each game, but they're holding back the story to seem like they're trying to milk it, in my opinion, honest opinion. And that's how I feel about these games. Like, to me, I have a huge, you know, fan base of friends that play, you know, and they usually get all the different games. And when Assassin's Creed 1 and 2 were out, everyone ran out and got those games. Now slowly I notice less and less people getting these games now because they're sick of, you know, waiting. You know, people will only play a series for so long and then get sick of it, you know what I mean? When they
especially if the story's not going
exactly. It's like a standstill, you know?
Yeah. I mean, it's fine if they wanted to revisit the Ezio's character again. That's fine, but they really haven't done anything with Desmond. So.
Exactly. Like I said, I would just want a whole game just Desmond, and
and that's what it seemed like they were building up to from the first.
But then, and then like 3 games you've been Ezio, you know.
Exactly.
So I don't know, but what else you wanna?
The achievements.
Achievements. A lot of them are story related. There is a bunch. I would say about maybe 1/5 of them are multiplayer, but nothing like that would take you forever to do. You know, it's just like get the top points or get to this level, and you got to get all the collectibles and stuff like that. So it's a huge variety of stuff. You know, there's ones for like getting certain kills in certain time or poisoning a certain amount of people and stuff like that. So a lot of, you know, more multiplayer ones. I think they added a lot of more multiplayer ones. It's usually about 90-some% story related. Alright, the value of the game. To be honest, I went and picked up this game on Black Friday, so I paid half price for it. And I still think this, like, if you're new to the series, this is definitely gonna be, you know, worth it. You know, you're gonna have all this stuff already. You know, all the new stuff, all the old stuff put into one game. But if you're already a fan of the series, you're getting really nothing new or exciting except the new story. So if that's worth $60 to you, it's worth $60 to you. If not, you can wait till it goes down, obviously.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Or maybe somebody will get it for you for Christmas.
Exactly. And it won't be us, though. Sorry.
Alright, I think that would wrap it up.
All right.
Do we have anything that we're...
Skylanders! Skylanders! Skylanders!
If you want to do Skylanders, you can do Skylanders.
I will do Skylanders. And we're going to record all the toys with the video camera in action.
So... whatever.
Alright, this has been Major Top.
And Warbrain.